So LeBron, I don't know why you upset with the Lakers. They doing what every team has done for you ever since you've been in the league. When you go to Miami, D-Wade, he conceded. It's your team. You better than me. Everything's going to be predicated around you. When you went back to Cleveland, the team conceded. Okay, we're going to trade our #1 overall pick, Andrew Wiggins, and we're going to base everything around you. Go get Kevin Love and put him in the corner. And now you mad because they doing it with Luka Doncic? Now you know how every other player on every other team that you've been switching to every other year feels. How does it feel, LeBron? Yes, this is how it feels. So, all right, first topic on the docket, we got to talk about this. LeBron James is upset with the Lakers. Let's get to the story. LeBron James, according to Ramon Shelburne and Brian Windhorst, ESPN. LeBron, I fuck with you. He said y'all not best friend, Brian. I thought y'all was always mans. But let's get back to it. James says he understands that the Lakers are taking full advantage of an opportunity to pivot to a young superstar, Luka Doncic, the fat boy. But from James' perspective, sources said nuance was sometimes lost during the transition. Doncic had never asked to be a Laker. LeBron, for his part, had chosen LA, coming in 2018 when the team had missed the playoffs 5 consecutive seasons, the worst run in franchise history since they moved to Minneapolis. 2 years later, James helped them deliver their 17th championship. LeBron, somebody close to LeBron has to get to him, touch him, and just tell him the truth, man. LeBron, you got too many yes men next to you. LeBron, Luka is 25. You're 48,000 years old. What do you think was going to happen when Luka got on the team? What do you think was going to happen? Of course, they're going to do everything in their power to make sure Luka is okay. You got 2-3 years max top left. That's it. We're not basing our franchise around you anymore if I'm the Lakers. Why? How long you going to be here? You already forced our hand. We did every single thing that you asked of us. We drafted your fucking son. We got Anthony Davis and traded away all our core pieces. Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. They all gone. Jordan Clarkson. They're all gone for you. When you was the young dog, not really a young dog, but when you was in the smack dead middle of your prime, coming from the Cleveland Cavaliers, you just took a trash ass team to the finals. We made sure everything was good for you. We pivoted to you. So you should know what comes with the business. Now you mad because they're doing it for Luka? This is called the circle of life, LeBron. Rich Paul and Maverick Carter. Go tap LeBron on the shoulder and say, hey, big dog, it's time. It's time. You in your Kareem Abdul-Jabbar era of your life right now, when Magic Johnson was the top dog. Go in the corner and shoot a 3 when Luka Doncic is ready to pass you the fucking ball. It's over, bro. We're not running our offense through a 48-year-old anymore. It's done. Go over there and throw a sky hook. What the equivalent today would be, go over there and shoot a corner 3. Then you got people all around him in the media everywhere just saying LeBron James should be upset. Upset about what? Like Nick Wright. Let's go to the Nick Wright video. Nick Wright, this is the most delusional person when it comes to anything LeBron James. I saw this video and I was like, this is why everybody can't talk about basketball. You can tell just by this video, this guy, Nick Wright, has never been on a basketball court in his life. Can't be. Haven't been. You just don't understand. Like, let's listen to the video. Come on, let's listen to the video together. And let me get y'all to a point of realization and enlightenment when it comes to this basketball shit. Nick Wright, tell us what you know.
So here's what I don't understand.
What you don't understand?
Kevin Durant was available for trade. And the media lost its mind. Who should go after him? These are the teams. Durant doesn't want the Minnesota. Should Minnesota trade for him anyway? If you trade for him, do you want to just give him a contract? The Rockets were the 2 seed, gave up their leading scorer, a valuable defender who I don't like in Dillon Brooks, and the 10th pick of the draft. And everyone's reaction was like, what a great job by the Rockets.
Because it was. That's people who are actually paid to evaluate the game. Ime Udoka, a great coach who's proven that in Boston and Houston. People who are paid to evaluate the game said, let's give up our leading scorer who's very inconsistent and young, who showed us in the playoffs and over multiple seasons that he can't be that guy. A Dillon Brooks who is a hothead who takes erratic shots mid-range. Watch some Dillon Brooks highlight. This guy takes some crazy shots. He makes some of them, but this guy, like he's off the hinges. You can lose him at any time. He's Draymond Green light skin version. In a 10th pick that isn't gonna play for our team this year. Anybody that Houston drafted at the 10th pick wasn't gonna play for them this year. Let's get all of that stuff that we're not using and go get a 35, 36-year-old veteran who's won multiple championships, multiple finals MVPs, an MVP, one of the hardest workers that the league has ever seen. You go to the Olympics, you go to All-Star, you go to anybody who ever worked out with Kevin Durant, they say it's different. Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Steve Kerr say it's different. In FIBA, Coach K, Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra say it's different. In Brooklyn, Ime Udoka, when he was on the coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, it's different. Let's put this guy with a different work ethic, championship experience, who can also give you 27 points per game on our team with our young guys to show them this is what it takes to be an all-time great, even up to 37 years old, and still keep our young core. Amen Thompson, who we know is going to be a superstar. Alfred Sengun, a young Jokic type who can have KD running all different types of action off him. Jabari Smith, a young stretch big who can defend the rim and shoot threes. Tari Eason, it's like endless. Steven Adams, like a mix of a young good core and a mix of veterans who's done it before. Great move by the Houston Rockets. That's why everybody said that. And a 10th pick who was never going to play in a rotation for us. Houston just had the 2nd, 3rd pick last year, Reed Shepard. There was a 2 seed and he barely played. Of course, it was a great trade, Nick, right? Now let's see what else you got to say.
They might win the title.
They might.
A guy who at the very least is as good as Durant, and I think a touch better, is available, potentially, and the same media is like, who'd fucking want him? I mean, real like, it doesn't make any sense.
And this is what I mean right here. Nick Wright saying, this it's a guy on the market now. LeBron James, he's upset, and nobody wants him. Nick Wright and everybody else who thinks like this analytic weirdo basketball. Nobody in the league wants to trade for a guy who's 42, 43, whatever years old he is, 40 plus years old. Trade for a guy and put him on our team where our offenses have to be predicated based on a 40-year-old who doesn't play defense. We're going to change the whole apple cart of all of our development in our team building to run an offense around a 40-year-old. Nick Wright, use your head. Does that make any sense to you? Kevin Durant comes on the team, you don't have to change anything about your team. No player on your team has to change their game or their development. They're going to be the same exact player because Kevin Durant can fit into any offense in any way. Who wants to base their whole team, their whole roster construction around a 40-year-old? The Houston Rockets are going to be based around Alfred Sengun, Amen Thompson, and Jabari Smith. And you just drop in a nuclear weapon, which is Kevin Durant, 27 a game on 50, 40, 90. You don't have to change anything about your coaching. You don't have to brown nose to LeBron James and his team and his family. And you might have to trade for his kid too. Of course, Kevin Durant is a better deal for any team that's up and coming, unless it's a farewell tour. Like, who would want to change their whole team for a 40-year-old? Let's run a 40-year-old offense in the age now where LeBron James is more of a ball dominant guy. Today, where you got OKC, Indiana, the Knicks, Houston, all running up and down with young fast players, we're gonna put the ball in the hands of a 40-year-old and have him dribble the ball. Like, we're not doing that anymore. It's over. It's done. LeBron, somebody on your team needs to tap you on the shoulder and say, no, buddy, that time is done. You had to figure out a different way in a different time. We just saw you on a team with Luka Doncic. You was a 3rd seed, home court advantage. According to most players in media ranking, according to most media rankings, you're better than Anthony Edwards. And Luka Doncic is better than Anthony Edwards. But he beat your team in 4 games when y'all had home court advantage? 5 games. Gentleman sweep. Anthony Edwards beat a team that has 2 players better than him on the other side. Want to know why? Because they're young, big, and play defense. Nothing that the Lakers are doing right now. Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James is your 1, 2, 3. Every team are licking their fingers ready to play y'all. Easy money. Easy chicken. Like, we want to play the Lakers. And guess what? When we get past them, who's waiting at the rim for us? Jackson Hayes? DeAndre Ayton? Imagine swinging a ball with Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, DeAndre Ayton and Rui Hachimura playing defense. None of these guys are good on the ball defenders. Not a single one. And that's your starting lineup. Every team wants to play the Lakers. Nick Wright, I don't understand how you don't know this, because you don't get paid to evaluate the game. You get paid to move narratives. That's what you get paid for. So LeBron, I don't know why you upset with the Lakers. They doing what every team has done for you ever since you've been in the league. When you go to Miami, D-Wade, he conceded. It's your team. You better than me. Everything's going to be predicated around you. When you went back to Cleveland, the team conceded. Okay, we're going to trade our #1 overall pick, Andrew Wiggins, and we're going to base everything around you. Go get Kevin Love and put him in the corner. Kevin Love, you're going to change your whole game. I know you was a low post offensive rebound scorer. We're going to put you in the corner. Your whole game gets to change. Chris Bosh, I know you was a mid-range shooter, defensive player. You know, you like to play out the post a little bit. No, you're going to stay in the corner now. D-Wade, I know you like to be on the ball and slash and do all. No, you're off the ball now. Kyrie Irving, I know you're the point guard, but now I'm here. I'm the point guard. Go to the Lakers. I know that all this young talent would be nice to build up, and maybe they could have been like how Indiana, OKC is today. You know, with a young Brandon Ingram and Julius Randle and Lonzo Ball and Jordan Clarkson. But forget that. We trade all of them, get Anthony Davis, because LeBron James is here. We're going to base everything around him. And now you mad because they doing it with Luka Doncic? Now you know how every other player on every other team that you've been switching to every other year feels. How does it feel, LeBron? Yes. This is how it feels. So if you want to get traded, and if you wanted to go to a different team, you could have been opted out. You could have went to any other team, but you sat there and you took the $50 million. I would have took the $50 million too, but I ain't gonna complain about it. I took the $50 million. You could have opted out and went wherever you wanted to go. You took the $50 million, which I'm never gonna blame you for. Get your money. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. But don't cry about it. You've seen this happen before, but you was on the other side. Now you want to cry about it? You like Drake. They always been pushing numbers and bots and screens for you. But when they did it for Kendrick, you want to cry about it? When you was the golden child, everybody else was crying about it. I'm pretty sure Paul George and goddamn, who else? Carmelo Anthony and Tracy McGrady would have wanted to go team to team with young superstars every other year, but they didn't. They was living in a league where you was doing that, and they had to adjust. But now that a team is doing what they did for you, for Luka Doncic, you crying? Bro, that shit weak. LeBron, that's weak, and you know it. Somebody on your corner need to stop being a yes man and just tell you what it is. It's done. That ring of taking over every team and GMing is done. You got to get in and fit in now. All right, let's get to the next topic.